I totally forgot to hit the thing. I'm reading the comments and I didn't even play the intro for the YouTube. So we're not going to play the intro this week for the YouTube.
Let's get it started.
Hit the flutes.
All of that stays in.
I screwed it all up. Like,
dude, it's the
comments
pre-show.
Were so good. And like in our chat this week on Instagram, I talked about an incident that I had where I had too much fiber and like there was a real worry at work. And then people were talking about it in the chat and I forgot to hit the button.
Dude, to guilt the people that are on right now and the people that are not. Like there are some weeks when we get on here and we're just talking to an empty screen.
Yeah.
There's zero eyeballs.
Yeah.
And it's demoralizing, but we push through, knowing that someday someone will see this comedy gold. The chat room's hot tonight. We're locked and loaded. Tonight is not going to be a problem finding our motivation.
No, it's not.
Why don't we start with this? For those watching us on YouTube, Green Stiller. I think my son, who's 7, is a fan of Ricky.
Hey, congrats. It's good. It only took us 4 years to get you a fan, and you got one. I'm proud of you.
I've got a P1. Let's find out why. He sharded himself yesterday while jokingly farting at the dinner table. After cleaning up and changing, he just said, that part was a waste of fresh underwear. I've got nothing funnier.
An Adam. Oh, it's a 101.
Boys and girls at home and kids in the gallery, let's go!
Hello, Pack of Maniacs, and welcome to another episode of Back to the Future. I'm your host, Ricky, aka Mr. eBay. And I'm joined by my co-host and partner in crime, Dr. Chad.
Someone called for a doctor.
How you doing, Doc?
From this point forward, I am locked in. I'm locked in. I'm ready.
Okay, you guys have to go to our YouTube channel. I'm just going to break from our normal, we got a fun show, exciting, a lot of hijinks. We do. We've got all that. But you've got to go to our YouTube channel because while I'm trying to do this intro, Chad's putting the updated chat up on our screen and it completely sidetracks.
Never remember when we sat in that restaurant like 5 years ago and we're mapping out what a podcast would look like. Like, I'm pretty sure on those napkins, never in that diagram was sharding. Like all the arrows were pointing.
No, it's become our number one bit, our number one seller.
So I'm proud for myself. I hope Sarah's proud. I'm sure my parents are proud. This is good.
This will look great for me one day when I'm a judge.
Look at this.
Dude, can we just read comments for an hour and go home? It'll be funnier
better than anything we have to say.
Way better. All right. Well, we do have a really fun show for you guys tonight. We've got a lot of hobby content, a little of everything. And if you want to find out what the hell we have to talk about, you're going to sit here and listen to the next hour. I'm not going to tease it for you so that you can skip ahead. First order. Well, before we jump into it, real briefly, do we want to do quick announcements?
Yeah, we'll just do real quick, just to remind people of things. If you want to capture all things Back to the Future, go to our website, pttfpodcast.com.
Mm-hmm.
You can have links to watch our YouTube videos. You can click on our podcast links to listen there. You can click on our affiliate links, get some discounts. You can see all the things there. If you are listening to this on podcast form, please be sure, if you have not done so, take a few seconds, click a 5-star rating, give us a nice little review, or read it out on the show. We'd really appreciate that from everyone. Let's see. That's website. That's YouTube. If you are watching on YouTube, take a second just to like, share with a friend, or just share in privacy if you can do that somehow. I don't know that this is the episode that you're going to want to be sharing.
No.
Although we do have some special guests coming on, so I feel bad for them in case they wanted to show their family.
Unless you want to impress people.
You know what? This is what I'll do. I will put chapters on here so that when you want to go show people, you can skip right past the
all the funny parts.
Yeah, the first 5 minutes. So there we go. I think that's what I would want to remind people of. How about that?
Perfect. Did we put this one up there?
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
Oh man. All right. Let's jump into the show. We got a lot for you. It's going to be a lot of fun. First one, I call up to the stage, Mr. Kenny Benson.
Yes.
Hey, guys.
Welcome, Kenny.
Kenny, welcome.
Now, for those show historians and more for those that are not, Kenny joined us on our favorite show of the year, Secret Santa, this past month, and was an excellent sport. Kenny was the one listener who did not get his package in time for the show. Yet he showed up for the show. He sat through the whole show. He didn't bitch and complain. He was very funny, engaging. Basically everything I wouldn't be in that situation. And we really appreciated his patience with us, and we felt terrible that his package was delayed. Now, we did get an update, and we probably have covered this on a previous show. He eventually got his package, and he did get the winning puzzle.
Yeah.
It just happened that way.
I can't believe that.
It's amazing how things work out.
1
that
in
way.
20 something chance.
Yeah, I mean, it's insane. And no one had the puzzle. I was getting kind of nervous. Did we give it to Tim? Incidentally, no. Kenny had it, and so he won. So we did promise an additional prize for whoever won the puzzle contest. And we also felt an obligation to send Kenny a little sweetener for the inconvenience of not having his products and getting to open them on the air with the rest of us.
Mm-hmm.
Fast forward about 3 weeks. and after I had said, hey, I've got your prize. It's going in the mail first thing tomorrow. A couple of weeks later, I still hadn't sent it. And I promised I would get it done last weekend. I think I promised I'd get it done first thing Friday morning, and Friday turned into a bit of a busy work day. I still probably had time to get to the post office, but you know what I realized? The gift that we were initially going to give Kenny was a little light.
Okay.
Physically.
Okay.
It needed a little more oomph. So what did I do? I ignored every single Instagram chat we had where you were calling me out saying, hey, is that package?
Yeah, you did. I noticed that.
I went, la, 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 la. Can't hear you. Fingers in ears, and then I stormed around the Salt Lake Valley on Saturday morning to get this completed and shipped off to our boy Kenny. I sent it over via I think like 2-day mail, and evidently Kenny lives like, you know, when they say over the hills and through the woods to Grandma's house.
Yeah, I've heard it. Yeah.
Evidently that's where Kenny lives. Like, you have to look to the western sky, follow the yellow brick road. The mail just doesn't like you, Kenny.
It doesn't.
And without disclosing where Kenny lives, I'll just say he borders, I think, at least 2 states very closely.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not like it's the middle of nowhere.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I see what you're saying. I see.
And so for whatever reason, I send him the package. I get him the delivery. Then finally, I re-enter the chats to let everyone know Ricky's back and he's in action. I continued to monitor that package, and it did not get delivered on the day they told me it would, which was Tuesday of this week. And next thing I know, Tuesday it says it'll be delivered by Wednesday.
Oh,
and
gosh.
I thought,
Just like Secret
my
Santa.
hell. And I was so relieved. The butthole has unpuckered. Kenny has confirmed he has the package. And here's how awesome Kenny is.
Is that a good thing for you?
Oh,
that'll be the last one of the day.
It's a great thing for me. Okay. Maybe not so good for your chair.
Okay. Fair enough.
But we, and here's how awesome Kenny is. I didn't tell him to do this. I figured he would open it, and he had every right to do so. He saved it for us for a grand unboxing here on the Pack to the Future podcast.
Great man, Kenny, and thank you for staying up late too.
Yes, and we're way past his bedtime. We really appreciate Kenny hanging with us. So we're going to jump right into this. And Kenny, if you want to proceed to unbox your gift from your boys.
So first of all, it's a extra large box. It's not a small package.
What in the world you put in there? I don't, Kenny, I'm seeing this for the first time.
It might be a bug.
Good God. He used a lot of tape too.
Well, to be fair, I did not package this. In fact, I got kind of scared when I dropped it off at FedEx while he's opening this. And I dropped the gift off and I said, hey, I need a box and I need to ship this. I said, okay. And they just took the product and put it on their counter. And they're like, okay, it'll be shipped today. Leave.
Really?
And I'm like, okay, I want to watch you box this though. Like, will it really? So I was relieved to know they didn't screw us over there. We'll find out if they took anything, but I seriously doubt it.
Oh, gracious. Okay. Now it's open.
Yeah. Okay.
Gosh. All right. So we have a Zion case.
Oh, yeah. Cool, man.
From our friends at Overtime Cards, dealer of Zion cases.
Yeah.
I went black because I know you're a Steelers fan, and it was either that or like some non-Steelers colors. So I just
great. That is fantastic. And oh wow. Okay, so we've got a personalized note.
Oh, how about that?
that I filled out in the FedEx store.
I love notes.
Yeah. It even has Chad's name on it. So you.
Hey.
I got you.
Thank you, sir.
We're a team.
All right. Oh wow. And we've got supplies. We've got top loaders.
Hey, look at
Couple
that.
boxes of top loaders. We've got an eBay gift card. Fantastic.
Wow.
$100.
That won't last long.
$100.
Wow.
We've got a couple of mags.
Yeah.
Holy
Man.
cow. And a blaster box.
Look at that.
A little
man.
fun to rip.
Fantastic.
Wow.
I know you love football. I hope that you have some fun ripping it. I know it's not, it's a blaster, but I couldn't fit a full size box in there. We were getting the capacity.
It's a full size box. It's not.
Yeah. But Kenny, we wanted to apologize to you again and thank you for being such an awesome friend to us. And seriously, so you were what I aspire to be when things don't go my way, which I rarely am. And so thank you. And we just wanted to let you know how much we appreciated you and give you a true showing of how thankful we are.
Yeah.
This is awesome. I really appreciate it. You guys didn't have to do all this. And I
Yeah,
didn't even know. So
we wanted to. We got to take care of our listeners. And honestly, it's our biggest pet peeve. So like there's always one person whose package goes wrong around Secret Santa most years. And I think we've done a good job of like sussing out the troublemakers that cause the issues. Yep. But when it falls on us, we just kind of had it.
We take that personally.
We do. So just know it was a lot of fun shopping for you, man. I had a great time doing it all and getting it all packaged. I had a lot of fun kind of sharing some ideas with Chad. I purposely kept him out of it at the end so that he could be a little surprised, but he's so fully supportive of this too. So we just wanted to let you know how much we care about you, man. And thank you again.
This is fantastic. Yeah, I really appreciate this. So
Definitely.
cool.
Definitely. And make sure that you post if you get any cool cards out of that blaster. Would love to see them and throw them in our group chat at least.
Absolutely.
Well, Kenny, we'll let you get off to bed and we'll play you out with this.
These nuts.
Appreciate you guys.
Take care. Thank you, Kenny.
Thanks.
All right. Well, I thought it was important that we showed resolution.
Yeah, you nailed that, man.
Thank you, man.
Jeez.
And I wasn't
really
sure.
Nice.
Wasn't sure what I was going for, but I knew that eBay gift card, I could send that in a plain white envelope and it could get lost pretty easy. And I thought I need something to weigh this down. And so yeah, I didn't know what I was going for. Went to our local card shop, took a gander, and kind of came together.
That was awesome.
So thank you.
Very well done.
It was a lot of fun, like I said. Okay, now what do we got next?
We hear that mic wrestling around?
Troublemaker.
There she is. And she's on camera.
Hi.
Welcome, Mrs. Doc, to the studio.
Thank you. I forgot I'm not allowed to make noise.
Coming in hot. Should be good.
Oh, this is gonna be great.
Yep.
Let's just take this down a notch. Okay. Let's all relax.
I think next time you should wear like a referee costume and have a whistle.
Every time I blow it plays. That would be amazing.
All right. So I had a plethora of card releases to choose from this week.
Oh, plethora.
Yes, but they were Formula One, soccer, and there was also let me get this right, Bowman's draft, which
Yeah.
I was told not to share. So
Thank you.
Well,
Yeah.
let's elaborate on that. So she sent me a couple and we were talking and I was like, the Bowmans, because there were 2 of them.
Mhm.
And I was like, I don't know, maybe just choose one of them. And Sarah's like, why? And I immediately thought like, oh no, she's thinking I just don't want her to talk on here. That's not the case. She's like, no, like I want to learn why not on the Bowman?
Yeah.
And essentially I told her like, it's mostly prospects and there's just so many, it feels like there have been so many Bowman products the last couple of months
Agreed.
that it's a very specific niche of collector for Bowman.
Yeah.
And I just don't know that that's our population here.
So baseball is uniquely situated compared to most sports. When you go to the NFL, you get drafted, you're on the team.
Yeah.
NBA, you're on the team. In the in Major League Baseball, and I know you know this, but just as a quick refresher and for those at home, you go into their minor league system for several years. The Salt Lake Bees here, exactly, and you have to work your way up. It's honestly, by the time they get drafted, it probably takes them a few years to even get to the Salt Lake Bees level, right?
Right, because there's like AAA and
we're AAA, double, single, rookie ball. There's all sorts of stuff, right? And so a lot of these players that they believe will be very good, the next great one, are in the minor league system for 5 years, right?
Yeah.
That's what Bowman does. They want to get the first rookie card out. So they send them out when they're still in the minors. We have no idea what they will become.
Yeah.
Baseball fans love it. They love prospecting and holding on to it.
Because you could hit seemingly nothing in the box.
Yeah.
But if you just go store that card in your closet for 5 years,
if you're a hoarder,
out.
Exactly.
Well, people do it like who aren't even hoarders. They just set collect and they do it. And
I didn't mean an actual hoarder.
I know.
I'm a professional organizer. That means something.
For sure. No, but yeah, no, and they do, and they hold on to them for 5-10 years, and then they get rid of the crappy ones. But like they do, they hold on to them. Compared to Chad, they do look very much like a hoarder. And his tight collection. But that's the problem with Bowman is it's just too far in advance, in my opinion. Like
Bowman draft.
Yeah. And Bowman draft would also fall into that category. It's that too early to really get excited about those players.
Okay. I want to bring things that people would be excited about.
No, and you actually, we have a listener backstage that'll be out later who probably takes serious issue with what I just said.
Yes.
Serious issue. Okay.
Maybe I'll just say there's a Bowman draft being released on Friday.
Yeah.
If you're interested, look on Beckett's website.
Yeah. I love it.
It's a sapphire product.
Okay, let's be honest. The people that collect Bowman are freaks, and those freaks know exactly when those Bowman products are coming.
Yes, they do. They already have their cases lined up and their breaks.
All right.
So on Sunday, which I've only seen a Sunday release on Beckett since I started, when it was incorrect. But this was correct.
Interesting, because it's usually I thought Tuesdays. At least it years ago was.
Sunday, January 12th, they released the 2024 Panini Prizm Monopoly WNBA basketball cards. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so these cards can stand on their own or they can be integrated into the existing NBA board games. That was a rabbit hole.
Oh, yeah, I own that.
Okay.
We've got to play it someday. I've got the complete set.
Wow. I've never been a Monopoly guy.
Me neither.
We've never played Monopoly.
We're not board game people.
No,
I like
so much.
I like the idea of Monopoly better than I like playing Monopoly.
Well, the only time I ever sat down and actually played Monopoly all the way through, I was in high school, and it was like, we were drinking and playing Monopoly.
Yeah.
But I was playing like the rules.
Oh God.
Because I'm a stickler for the rules.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
And one of the people in our group
was like me, eating every bend.
Well, So
Can you imagine you two playing a board game together?
Oh, we did. We
I
did.
guess we did in
back
Vegas,
before,
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and back before I retired from
Yeah.
drinking.
Yeah.
At the PBR bar.
We've even done a couple games here
Yeah.
that I've been invited for, and then was not invited anymore because I can't take it seriously, and I got screwed with the stickler.
You don't want to screw with Sarah.
no, well, this is when I learned something about myself because the guy who was not playing by the rules, clearly there had been house rules made for him because he was the youngest. Like the youngest. And I was getting frustrated because there were some things that I would do to like edge people out.
Yeah.
And he just circumvented them. He was just like, oh yeah, no, I'll just make up my own pieces. And I was like, that's not how you play it.
Twos are wild. You have to give me your best property.
And it became very
That
clear
would not go.
that an oldest sibling who was expected to play by the rules and the youngest baby should never play Monopoly together. And that was the last time I played real Monopoly.
Wow.
Whoa, they have color blast. Sorry.
Yes. No. What I was telling you was not an important story.
No, it was. It was entertaining.
Oh, I don't know if you've ever listened to our podcast.
I have. But I feel like
I'm
your
pretty sure
listeners,
that's in the show description.
I think your listeners want to hear you guys' backstories. I don't know. They want to hear my villain backstory.
Everything we're about to say is not actually an important story.
Correct. And you would be surprised.
All right. So the NBA board game, which I'm sure people maybe know, but there are cards within this set that could be used to swap out or used to add to your NBA board game. So it's got like the, go pass, go, don't collect 200, go to jail, whatever. I can't remember exactly how the cards go.
And they create like a lot of parallels of them. Right?
Yes. Yeah. So they're kind of neat looking.
Yeah.
I don't know that I would buy cards to add to a board game that I would never play.
Well, and here's the nice thing is like it's Panini Prizm, and and Prizm tends to have a ton of parallels. They
Right.
tend to have silvers and all these different types. You can buy the non-silver just base cards, the whole set for $30 on
Okay.
eBay. So it's really not as bad as it seems.
Yeah. Well, so yeah, a blaster box is $30. So I mean, that's the other thing too, is it's like, it's really cheap. You could probably get it for your kids. And if you're a family that plays board games, maybe this would be fun for you.
Yeah.
We live in Utah. A lot of people play board games here every week.
That's true.
Family home evening.
Yep.
So combining traditional trading card elements with gameplay, there are lots of ways to approach these cards. It also gives collectors a chance to chase more colorful cards of Caitlin Clark and other members of the season strong rookie class. 4 cards per pack, 6 packs per box, 20 boxes per case, 72 card set size. Each blaster box has 2 total inserts and parallels. And they're $30 for a blaster box. I think that's totally reasonable price for a set of cards.
Agreed. And the blaster, to clarify, does not come with the complete set.
No.
But you can go on eBay and get that for about the same price.
Right.
I think it's interesting that because I don't think the men's portion, maybe I'm wrong about this, had the color blasts. I think this is new with the WNBA add-ons.
It appeared, so when I went down the rabbit hole, it appeared that the men's were more of just like you could maybe get cards to go towards your board game.
Yeah. And like the parallels of the same card.
Yeah.
Right.
Uh-huh.
And so I think it's cool. I think it's like, if you're into this game, I think that having color blast would be really cool. If I hit this color blast and it had Monopoly on it and I was not playing this game, I'd be kind of bummed out.
Yeah. I feel like that kind of ruins it. The little Monopoly symbol on every card.
I don't like it.
I would be fine if it was on the back, but the fact that it's on the front,
yeah,
like Monopoly must have given them a bunch of money.
You know what though? In 50 years from now, it's going to be some super expensive card. And
for
it's
sure.
So rare because it had Monopoly and a game they used to play.
Nah,
before.
they're retail blasters. They're going to overproduce the hell out of them.
I hope so.
And they're out there now. It's interesting because I think with WNBA basketball, I want to say that there are only 3 products this year that we've done. So essentially they're just reprinting what they had with Prizm.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say reprinting. People are going to take issue with that, but they're just piggybacking off of that. The color blast they put in there definitely to get people to chase these. I don't like the color blast because they're all Monopoly dollars.
Right. It kind of looks like they're jelly beans.
Yeah.
Like if it was color blast, I like when it kind of looks like chalk exploded.
Yeah.
I think that looks
That's
really
how
cool.
it's supposed to look.
Yeah.
This looks like a custom card. It looks like someone made it.
Or jelly beans.
Yeah. No, again, if you're really into this game, like you'll dig it. but that's different for sure.
Yeah. But it's like you said, it's a different look, I think, than what people are getting.
Yeah. But and
It could have been done better.
here's the thing is like the WNBA is quickly catching up with the NBA.
For sure.
And you're seeing it in more legitimate products that you've covered in the past.
I'd rather watch Caitlin Clark right now than anyone in the NBA.
I completely agree. And
also, it doesn't cost an arm and a leg to go to a game.
Yeah.
There's not as much like I feel like from what I've read, there's not what do you make?
Some of those Caitlin Clark games are crazy expensive.
Oh, I'm sure because people want to see her. But what I'm saying is like your standard WNBA game is not going to cost as much as like, hey, I happen to be in New York and I want to go see the Knicks. I don't. Wait, is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. You did it. Yeah,
you did it. and you know, for every Caitlin Clark, I mean, the league is full of talent. I've got to tell you this, like, and don't hate on me too quickly. Let me finish. You know, when I used to watch women's sports, I really struggled because you'd watch them from the 3-point line. It felt like they really had to chuck it, like almost like a little kid.
Yeah.
I've gone to some Utah women's basketball games the last few years. It's not the same game.
No,
they're popping threes. They're damn near dunking it. Like, it has evolved, this new generation of athlete.
Right.
And
well, I think their PR, and I just say this from someone who's completely on the outside. I know the names of basketball players now, not because of basketball, but because they're like on random TV shows that I watch.
Yes.
They're just like a guest star. And I'll be like, well, okay, it's a very tall person and they're talking about, or they are holding a basketball. And so I'm like, so they're obviously a WNBA player. And so they're like, there's this PR thing that they're doing that's really catchy.
Yeah.
That's like even dragging people like your layperson in who doesn't pay attention to sports. I could probably name more WNBA players than I could current NBA players.
Right. And that's a perfect example for your like average non-basketball fan coming into it. And, you know, for all the people that are climbing on this WNBA bandwagon, rightfully so. Mm-hmm. They go to play Monopoly. There's none of these women athletes. Yeah. So I think it's cool that they're catching up in this regard. But I do also hear your point that it seems to be kind of a copy and paste a little bit.
Oh yeah.
But
to catch up to, hey, there would be people who would buy this.
Exactly.
But I mean, I guess for my feeling as a female, I'm like, yeah, there are people who buy it, and I'm glad even if they're not putting a whole lot of effort into it, there's going to be girls who are going to want this because they're going to be like, yeah, I do play Monopoly and I want there to be the girl option as well.
Exactly. No, so, I totally agree.
And it all works together. Like you don't have to be like, now you have to go out and buy the whole set through WNBA. You can still, they like commingle with the NBA.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I love that.
So I think for $30,
dude, Mr. Carter's shirt has to be off right now, right? He's absolutely so excited.
Oh my gosh. Anyway. All right. So there is a Bowman's this week. It was yesterday or Wednesday, January 15th. 2024 Bowman's Best Baseball. I feel like there's been a lot of Bowman and baseball. I went back through my notes. I did not see it. So I don't think this was a push.
I thought the same thing.
Yeah, I know. I went through. I need to like make a list or something. I know I can do it in AI, but like that will just give me a running list of the ones I've done so I can look at it instead of going back through all my show notes.
Yeah.
Because that's going to grow pretty quickly. So this has a lot of the same components as the Bowman and Bowman Chrome releases, which is probably why this sounds like something I've talked about before. This is a third. Prospects headline the checklist. And so prospects are not rookies. Prospects are people who are in the minor leagues.
Mm-hmm.
I'm learning.
You are.
The checklist, while Chrome, refractors, and on-card autographs are all plentiful from a style perspective. Overall, hobby boxes, which are no longer done as mini boxes like the past several years, have 4 autographs, all on chromium stock. Autographed relics are available of players from the 2024 All-Star Future Game. I don't know what that is, but that sounds cool.
It is where they take all the prospects and have them put on their own all-star game around the all-star game to try and get you excited for 5 years from now.
Yes, that's it.
Okay. Well, then it's not as cool as I thought.
No, it's cool. They've been identified as someone that is expected to have a good career, potentially. Yeah. And so it's to drum up interest. And they're saying, yeah, we're targeting the best prospects out there right now.
Again, you just got to be someone who loves baseball.
Yeah, loves baseball. Like I like baseball a lot.
Yeah.
I won't. I bought Bowman because I bought Bowman back when it was Heidi's shop, R.I.P. Heidi.
Yeah.
And
she's alive.
Oh, wait, what?
Did Heidi die?
We'll explain off air.
Okay.
I went and bought a box of Bowman because it promised like 8 autographs in the box. I'm
Yeah.
like, this is going to be amazing. And I bragged to Tim about it. I call him and he's like, you're an idiot. He said, go open it and tell me what you think. I didn't recognize one name. Not one.
Oh.
They meant nothing to me.
Yep.
Chad's autograph is more valuable to me.
He'll sign anything.
Yeah, exactly.
I've been known to.
Literally.
4 pounds of morphine.
That wasn't me.
So actually, when you guys were saying this earlier, it kind of reminded me, my grandpa was a huge baseball fan, and he would talk to you about like minor league. He would know the names of people in the minor league.
He would love Bowman.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's too bad he's dead.
Yeah.
Anyway.
R.I.P. An R.I.P. Heidi.
She says that and laughs. That's a weird thing to laugh at.
He was 97.
Yeah.
He lived a good life.
He had a good run.
He did.
He had his time. Her time is now.
You guys are weird.
Death is part of life. So are taxes.
Well, Chad's just worried because he hasn't identified which spirit came home with him. It might be your grandpa's.
No way. My grandpa really liked him.
Oh, all right.
He wouldn't bug him.
That's right.
All right. So 5 cards per pack, 12 packs per box, 8 boxes per case. It's a 70 card set size, which I thought sounded small.
Yeah, that is.
Each hobby box has 4 autos, and you're looking to spend $450 for a hobby box.
What?
Yeah.
Get out of here.
And that's like the retail price that I could find. Like eBay, I mean, you're looking at doubling that, which I was just like, who in their right mind thinks someone's going to buy that for that price?
No, and Chad and I are kind of crapping on it, but there is a huge market for
I'm
this.
sure. I mean, there has to be.
They know what they're doing, but like baseball being over $100 or $200 is just mind blowing.
Especially for a 70 card set.
Yeah, of
like,
prospects.
Ugh.
There are 18 parallels for each card.
Oh,
Yeah, I didn't go into the
Bowman
nitty-gritty.
Prizm.
Can you imagine if my introduction to cards would have been Bowman? I would have never have collected cards.
Yeah, if you would have taken me that first day and said, "Hey,
That would have been
it," I would have spit in your face
Yep.
and walked out.
Yeah.
Fortunately, Alan and Ginter, I think, got you.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You're still searching for the Abraham Lincoln pube.
I will find it, and it will be implanted in my chin, and I will become Abraham Lincoln.
Maybe this time you'll actually abolish slavery.
Oh my God.
All right. I was waiting to be played off. All right. 2024 to 25 Upper Deck Synergy Hockey, which is also yesterday or Wednesday.
Okay.
Focuses on the chase more than a traditional set build. And while autographs are one of the chase elements, that doesn't mean the collection will find them, or doesn't mean that collectors will find them in every hobby box. Keeping with past versions of Synergy, they're not a box hit. Rather, it's predominantly inserts and parallel cards. Standard base cards are extremely tough to pull. Veterans and Legends have just 15 numbered copies each, while Rookies and Rookies SP are limited to 24 copies. This is an instance where parallels are much more plentiful. They have red versions, which average out to 1 per pack. Those found in hobby boxes can also be used for the set's bounty program. I thought this sounded cool. Half of the red parallels in hobby packs have a code on the back. Those that complete the set of 125 cards and register their codes through the program's website fast enough are eligible for exclusive cards not available in packs. The first 10 to finish get a set of gold parallels plus a set of gold cast for greatness cards. Sorry. The next 15 receive just the base gold parallel set. So 25 of the first finishers get a base gold parallel set. So it's 3 cards per pack, 8 packs per box, 16 boxes per case, 125 card set. So each hobby box has, it's going to take a while, 1 total autograph, metal card, numbered base card, or rookie red SP, 5 total number 1 hits, generators, monuments, new game, or start your engine, 1 total all-star assembly, all synergy team, D2D, drop the hammer, or waffle boarded. The names are wild.
I'm collecting that set.
3 colorways, 3 NHL impressions, 3 total rookie journey or synergistic duos, and 8 red parallels.
Hmm.
You're looking to spend $110 for a hobby box.
Hmm.
I feel like, again, Upper Deck
They
and
get it.
hockey, they get it.
I agree.
They get it.
I've always said that about Upper Deck.
It's true. It's
So
true.
there's so much more that whenever I have to do an Upper Deck, I have to pare down so much what I'm saying. Like it looks neat because it looks like they're offering a lot of things,
Mm-hmm.
but you're gonna get like everyone's gonna get their own individual kind of like there's several different kinds of colors, several different parallels, several one of 16, one of 8, one of 1. Like I just think that's kind of neat.
You get something special.
Yeah, it's like a lot of people were working on these boxes, and there's something special for everybody.
He's calling to you yet? You about ready to dabble in some hockey?
No,
He's so full of it.
no. It's interesting. I just don't like the look of the card.
I don't either.
They're
This one.
they weren't the cards to me don't look great, but like sometimes I'm like, this doesn't look that neat, and then you guys get all wild about it. So I've tried to stop commenting on what I think the cards look like.
No, and it's not a failure of you.
Oh, yeah, no.
It's just like certain products are going to
No.
have better cards and some aren't.
Well, I
and
always just think the hockey players are kind of not as good looking as the
Chad,
football.
that's Chad's main problem too. That's really what's been
It
holding him
is.
back.
It eats at me.
Or perhaps it's just that they're not like posing. They just kind of have like goofy faces in the photos that they shared,
Well, they're goofballs.
which is fine.
Yeah.
Which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Not everybody's a model, but it's just like it's like they picked the silliest looking face and they're like, that's what I'm going to put on a card. I just feel bad for them a little bit because I'm sure they're really nice people. And then they're like, here's my card.
Well, our guy, Kansas City Dan, says they don't have enough teeth for you.
Oh, I don't care.
Oh,
I like
man.
the program. The first to get like the little chase with them is kind of cool.
I like that. I like you get a lot of promise like short prints or
Yeah.
a cool auto.
Yeah, that's cool.
I never like it when they do auto or.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Because you know what you're
always
getting.
get the other thing.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Of course.
Yeah, the design of the card just doesn't look good. There's a couple of waves on the side that almost like look like little
They remind me of
cartoon mountains.
the mountains on the Jazz unis.
Yeah, and it's just not a good design of the card, but I like what they're doing with their creativity, which, yeah, like as you said, is kind of fitting with Upper Deck.
Yeah.
It just kind of it was giving Allen and Ginter with the competition.
Yeah, definitely.
Like I don't
Definitely.
think out of all the other stuff I've read in the past 2 months that anyone else was having any kind of like the first 10 people to register the code gets
No, you're right. And God, remember a number of years ago, we really went ham on trying to solve that Ginter code.
Yeah.
Uh,
We even paired up a little bit with the code breakers.
That's
right after we
right.
had them on. I was in touch with one of them for quite a while off and on, like
Were
trying
you?
to piece it together. Yeah.
Was that the one with the emojis?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sometimes when I couldn't sleep, I would come downstairs and like try to
Try and piece it together.
yeah. I
Yeah.
couldn't.
I don't think anyone ever solved that one.
really?
I think it's still unsolved.
Well, because like you know how
No. Don't give me that look. No. Nope.
you know how when like
Don't have the time for this, Ricky.
in the early 2000s with Microsoft Word, like if there were certain like short codes
Uh-huh.
for making emojis,
Mhm.
I went back and tried to find like what that was.
That's smart.
Because I was like, maybe they represent letters or something.
Yeah. Nothing.
No, it didn't. Well, from what I found one night and what I wrote down, it didn't make any sense. And so I kind of abandoned it. I think that was the last thing I tried.
Fair enough.
I'm curious with our listeners, do we have anyone who is currently collecting hockey or Bowman?
I would love to hear from them
I would too.
and why.
Yes. I have a lot of questions for you. First of all, how dare you?
Yes.
Sarah, good stuff.
So I know I took a little long today.
You're
So maybe
fine.
next time we can talk about the 4 rare baseball cards expected to soar in value in the next 5 years.
That list is such bullshit.
I agree.
Oh my gosh.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Seriously. We could talk about it. The list is written by someone who doesn't know anything.
All right.
I totally
It's
agree.
very interesting. So Sarah sent us a text about half an hour before the show starts or so, and was an article of that exact title.
Yeah.
Let's talk about
Let's-
it now.
yeah, I
It's
agree.
Griffey's
Okay.
rookie.
And
It's,
it is entertaining. Like you
It
did good
is.
by finding this.
Yes.
Just know nothing we're about to say has any
Nothing-
reflection on you or
Yes.
your work.
That's
you,
okay.
You are saving me, Ricky.
You were
You saying this is
No,
very important.
You are not hurting my feelings. I just want the record to show that I did show this to you when I found it, and you said take that on the show. I don't think you read it.
No, I did. Ken Griffey Jr. Upper Deck rookie card.
No. I don't think you read it in the moment back when you told me to bring this on the show. So that's why I sent it to you a half an hour before the show, because you had already
Chad and every other husband around the world. I got you.
Thank you.
You gotta nuck him.
Just my soul demoralized over here.
Oh my gosh. Your soul is so weak. Ken Griffey Jr. Upper Deck rookie card number 1. I thought Upper Deck only did hockey.
No.
They used to do them all.
Yep. Okay. But so then there was
and then they didn't get.
They lost the license.
The licenses.
Okay.
So while they get hockey, they did not get the rest.
I see. Okay. Well, you think they would try a little harder, make their cards look cool.
You would think.
Okay. All right. According to Gold Card Auctions, I don't know who that is, an Upper Deck Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card could be a very wise investment.
Is this the card that they overprinted for like 5 years?
Yeah.
So here's what Upper Deck did. They released his rookie card, and then they continued to print it for the next 5 years and kept calling it the rookie, same card. And so if you've never
reprint.
seen, yes.
Yeah.
And it's hard to figure out which ones are the true rookie cards,
Oh.
and they are just everywhere.
And I think after 36 years, the time is probably passed for this card to soar.
Yeah. I hate to say it, but when he passes, that's maybe your next best bet.
Yeah.
This is interesting. This card is another uptick in recent months, with the average price of a PSA 10 copy increasing steadily. It doesn't say the price though. There was an article I sent you once that had like the highest price that the cards had gone for, and it was like the top 20 or something.
Yeah.
And most of them were like LeBrons, I think.
Probably. Or Jordans.
No, LeBron. There was like 2 Jordans on the list. It was just the most amount that cards had gone for, and like it was just rated based on the amount that it sold for.
Got it.
And so Jordan's probably like, there were 2 Jordans on there, but I think when cards, this was my understanding, just watching it, and like I don't think Jordan been going as much recently as like LeBron or who was Kobe?
Yeah,
who died?
Kobe was a big
Okay.
deal. Mm-hmm.
So those were, and then there was like Chad read the article with me, and he's watching the game, so I'm trying to catch his eye to help me out. But you read the article, remember? There were like
This one here?
no.
Oh, I don't know which one you're referring to. I'm sorry.
You're just all right. We'll move on.
So far off.
Paul
track.
Skeens.
Rein it in.
Paul Skeens 2023 Bowman draft, first Bowman Chrome card, putting in a dominant performance this past season, his rookie year. Pristine auction recommended picking up Pittsburgh. There's a lot of P's. Pittsburgh Pirate pitcher Paul Skeens 2023 Bowman draft, first Bowman Chrome card.
Maybe he's had an incredible year, but let's all slow down and see if he has a second good year.
Yeah.
Pitchers can go sideways real fast.
Pitchers usually don't have value.
No.
I
agree.
Okay. Again, not saying any price on it. I think
because this guy's an idiot.
Yeah. I'm seeing. Yeah.
But
I'm seeing the things I should have.
Again,
no.
We
You're
want
taking this the wrong way. Sam.
We want bad too.
1986 Barry Bonds Topps traded Tiffany number 11T. This card could be a bit of a gamble, but given its modest valuation as of late, it could be a big winner if Barry Bonds eventually makes it into the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame. Despite his checkered history.
That's how you know this guy's an idiot. Barry Bonds isn't getting in the Hall of Fame.
Never.
Ever.
No.
Why?
Ever.
Conversation for another day.
Yep,
the
it
steroids are a huge deal, and the
Yep.
writers are the people who vote people in for the Hall of Fame, and they hate Barry Bonds because he was always an ass to them, so they will never vote him in.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Ever.
Gunnar Henderson 2023 Topps Series 1 rookie card. I don't even know who that is.
He's another kind of hot younger player, and he is not a pitcher, so maybe, but
Shortstop.
But I'm just not convinced.
Prospecting saying this is one of the top 4 cards expected to soar in value. That's interesting. I mean, maybe they could soar in value in the next 5 years, go for a rookie, I guess.
Do you
Yeah.
think the gambler wrote this?
Probably.
That could
Tips
very
for
well be
those
the case.
curious about baseball cards as an investment. I don't know that I would listen to this person
No.
based on what you guys are saying.
That is not one to follow.
Well, anyway, because I've been looking at Beckett, my phone has started recommending articles to me about baseball cards. And so sometimes I just look at
I love it.
Just try to peruse,
I
see if
love
it's
it.
interesting at all.
And if you would send us something that we couldn't do anything with, we would tell you. No, but literally, that's what this is about.
Yes.
We like to highlight the best and the worst. Quite true. Quite literally. So,
All right.
Thank you, Mrs.
Good job,
Doc. Another
Good
great release day. I just realized as she's like reading those, I'm going to eat my words about Bowman in just a minute.
Are you?
Real hard.
Okay.
I'm such an idiot.
I'm intrigued.
Oh, man.
Good work, Sarah.
Before we get to the bet with Dan, because I think we should finish with this. And I know Dan's been waiting for us. This won't take long.
Sorry, Dan. We love you.
Yep. This will be real quick, Dan, and you'll appreciate it because this is where I put my foot in my mouth. Been watching something, and this kind of closes the loop for me on this guy. I've been watching for a card and watching. And the other day, it popped up out of nowhere. And I'm not checking my eBay app all that often. And it just happened to look, and it happened to be there. And I pulled the trigger very quickly. $40, little $40 purchase. Cam Rising.
Oh.
Elements of the Game. Red parallel.
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
Number
I've seen that one.
7 out of 10.
Boy, that looks good.
Jersey number.
That looks good.
Thank you. I think it'll go well with the other red.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I'm done.
pops.
I'm done. You heard the news.
Yeah.
For those across the
out,
country.
Yeah.
He's officially off the team with 1 year of eligibility remaining.
At the ripe age of 40.
At the ripe age of 40. They keep saying, is he going to go NFL or is he going to get transferred to another team? I said, he's going to go to the retirement home. Like, it's time for him to enjoy his riches.
Yep. Yeah. Seriously.
But
that's a cool card.
Quick little mail day. Yep. Thank you. Wanted to share that. Just arrived today. Didn't think it would arrive in time for tonight's show. So wanted to share.
Yeah. It's always exciting.
Thank you. All right. Now it is time.
A little rattled after that heat.
Oh yeah, no, that was a wild.
She brought it, man.
She was shot out of a cannon, man.
Yeah, she was.
That's good. Is that good? I don't know if we have any NFL. I think we've had it at one point, but
I may
have
taken it off.
No worries. I think this fits perfectly. And if I find NFL, I'll switch over.
Okay, that sounds good.
So last week we kind of ended the show with a bet in the making. You and Kansas City Dan. Kansas City Dan taking his beloved Chiefs. Chad taking the field. Now we do need to clarify. The field does mean the Chiefs have to win the Super Bowl for Dan to be successful.
Yes.
Here, right?
Oh, yes.
Not just come out of the AFC.
No.
Well, should we? I think we need some details and to formalize this bad boy.
I would like to do that.
So without further ado, let's bring our boy, Kansas City Dan, to the stage.
Hey, fellas.
Welcome. Welcome.
Will you tell Dan welcome?
Welcome.
I will not be acknowledging.
Chad says welcome. Chad says he's not acknowledging you, Dan. Dan's not having it tonight. Okay, so the bet. Dan, you understand the rules?
Yes.
Okay. You're still in?
I feel like I was strong-armed, but I'm gonna continue with the bet. Yes.
It's back on, baby. It's back on, and be ready. You might want to have I don't know if you drink, but you may want to drink next to you. You may definitely want to be sitting down. I don't even know. It's my turn to be surprised a little bit here. But I think Chad has some stuff in play for you. So we're going to start with Dan. Dan.
Yes, sir.
If your beloved Chiefs do as you claim they are going to and win the Super Bowl this year, what will Chad be doing?
You know, I've thought about this.
Oh.
And I'm actually really terrible at these kind of things.
That's all right.
To be honest with you.
I don't believe him.
I don't either.
So my end of the deal is to actually send something of some kind of value to him.
It was.
So do I do something? Do I ask of something of the same from chat?
Ooh.
So
What do
do
we
I
think?
say, send me a Royals card of $50 or more? They are out there, believe me.
Well, if you tape a $50 bill to it.
So not that I am on anyone's side here. I'm Switzerland. But I am an idea guy. What if you pair that with Chad has to watch 50 baseball games start to finish that are not the Dodgers this season?
That sounds like hell.
I know. I'm scooting my chair away because
I'm just not that big of a dick, Ricky.
okay. Dan, I'm warning you.
This is why I suck at this stuff.
Be a dick. Right now is the time. I don't know what Chad has ready for you, but I promise you, when you hear this, you're going to regret what you've just asked for. Be a dick. 10 games?
I will give him a chance to counter, is what I will say.
Fair. Okay, so Dan's first suggestion is a $50 or higher Royals card. Will you be giving him a list of acceptable players, or is any Royal good?
Any Royals good.
Wow, that is a super fan, man. That's why he's Kansas City Dan.
That's why he's Kansas City Dan. Okay. Well, I tried to figure out what the odds would look like for this.
Okay.
Because Kansas City being the favorite or close to it, but I have the field. Now, granted, I got some teams knocked down in the wild card last week.
Yeah.
Kansas City arguably has, as they should, the easiest path through the AFC
so far.
They got to play AFC or Houston Texans, which I think is like an ACC style team of football. And then they're going to get the winner of the bloodbath that is going to be Baltimore Buffalo. The team's going to be a little banged up.
That's true. That's also true.
So really, I think their true test might be the Super Bowl. Either a banged up Lions team or someone else.
Or Eagles is my guess.
So I wasn't really sure where to go with this. So I turned to a friend, Boston Steve. And he had a suggestion. He said the loser
sit down, Dan.
Has to walk through the floor at the National dressed as Taylor Swift. Because they either love the Chiefs and or got screwed by the Chiefs.
Now, Taylor Swift would be wearing a Kelsey jersey through the National. That's just what she would wear.
Yeah. Red lipstick.
Long blonde hair.
Days are probably past for me, but
they're coming back, baby.
But I thought, that's pretty good, but I don't think it's good enough.
Okay.
And I was planning on thinking of something else today, and time just got away from me.
Uh-huh.
But I didn't let it go. So I turned to a little help, and I got to thinking, what could we really do for this? So here's my proposal.
God.
When the Chiefs lose the Super Bowl, or don't even make it to the Super Bowl, let me clarify. When the Chiefs are not the winners of the Super Bowl, Dan must wear a Broncos jersey or full Broncos gear at the 2025 National. It's got to be on the show floor for at least an hour. And that's not all. He must hand out mini Broncos-themed torts.
Is that even a thing?
He must also wear a sign that says the Broncos are my daddy and take a fan with every Broncos fan who requests one.
A photo?
Yes. What did I say?
A fan.
Yeah. I think I needed more sugar before the show started tonight.
You're doing great, man.
During the hour, anytime someone yells, go Bronco. No. Damn it. I screwed this up. Anytime someone berates him and says, go Chiefs, he has to yell over them, go Broncos, and then hand them a mini Broncos themed tort.
Oh, dude. Dan,
I can't do the tort bit. It's just not going to happen.
Is that because that's where you draw the line?
Like, that's not feasible.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't think they do mini torts. Is the problem?
We really don't.
What if we do like cookies?
And I'm not schlepping that kind of stuff to the national. There's just
you mean torts or Broncos gear?
Broncos gear hurts, but I can do it. We can
supply the Broncos gear.
Oh yeah,
you don't need to bring it.
I'll supply the Broncos gear. So let's redo this.
Okay,
I will supply Tort Dan's outfit of Denver Broncos. He's got to wear it for an hour on the show floor during the show, not after hours.
Yeah.
Assign a Denver Broncos sign over his chest.
Instead of Broncos, can it be Bo Nix is my daddy?
Yes, Bo Nix is my daddy.
I'm going to help you in a minute, Dan.
And then you're going to hand out Denver Broncos or some other cookies.
Orange and blue cookies of some sort.
Anytime someone yells, go Chiefs, or says something about Chiefs, you have to scream, go Broncos.
For 1 hour. Now, Dan, as your legal counsel, unofficially, put Chad's ass in a Kansas City Chiefs uniform for an hour at the National. Do you understand how that will kill him? Kill him. We will drink his tears in glory that night.
That only seems fair. If I'm going to be doing that, then that only seems fair. Would you agree to do that except Kansas City?
Same deal.
Kansas City's going home this week. I'm not concerned about Kansas City winning in the slightest.
Do we have a deal?
Chat's chiming in here.
Oh. Blonde wig and Chiefs uniform. Dude, he does have the odds. Greenstiller makes a great point. Dan, do we want to add a long blonde wig to that uniform? The answer is yes.
It's not necessary to me.
Oh, Dan is too nice.
I'm telling you.
And it's going to say, oh, but instead of Chiefs are my daddy, it's got to say Brittany Holmes is my mommy.
Okay, that's fair.
Do we have a deal?
Hold on. We got more.
Oh, no.
We got a wrinkle.
Oh,
we got a wrinkle. We got a wrinkle.
Can I tell you why? And you could really kill Chad with this. Because Danny Ainge played for BYU.
I brought Sarah in just to listen to this ridiculousness.
Danny Ainge played for BYU, and if you made him wear a Danny Ainge BYU uniform, I wouldn't do it.
What the fuck, man?
I call a wax museum.
Hey, I thought you were my friend.
Fellas.
Yeah, shitty idea. I did Triton and had my nips out for Dr. Ghost Hunters.
Fellas.
You also wore an I'll Jimmer you anytime.
Who brought her back?
You did.
Kansas City Dan's about to drop a bomb.
Okay, yes.
How about an Ainge slab in a Chiefs jersey?
Yeah. Oh my God. Oh my God.
All right, now you're hitting me where it hurts.
I just went from 6 to midnight.
So, Sarah, what we're talking about is Kansas City Dan. Here, he wants the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl. I'm telling him there's not a chance in the world that they're going to win the Super Bowl. If they lose, I'm going to embarrass them at the National. And now we're trying to come up with what I would have to do if the Chiefs do win the Super Bowl.
And we are succeeding thoroughly.
You mean the chefs?
Yes, they can't even spell right. They're not going to win a Super Bowl. I shouldn't be worried about this. You guys are trying to psychologically wreck me.
So he's going to have to wear a Kansas City
where are we at here?
Uniform. At least a jersey. I vote hats too, but
who
least
provides the jersey?
The winning team has to provide the clothing.
The jersey. Okay. That's
Although,
fair.
Yeah.
We can talk about that.
We'll figure it out. You know what? I will sponsor.
Yeah, the show will sponsor it. The show
will sponsor and pay for the jersey because we want to make sure it's fitting both of you guys well.
Okay, so I'm wearing a Chiefs jersey.
And he's wearing a Broncos jersey.
Okay.
They have to go through the National for an hour in that uniform.
Okay.
They have to wear a sign. Dan says, Bo Nix is my daddy. Chad says, Brittany Mahomes is my mommy. We all hate Brittany Mahomes. I think even Dan would agree we hate Brittany Mahomes. Thank you. And they have to give out colored cookies of the other team if
Okay.
we're able to obtain them.
Oh, of course, you can get any kind of cookies.
In Chicago, though. But yeah, Chicago.
It's Chicago.
And anytime they mention the other team, so
Uh-huh.
if someone mentions the Broncos,
Uh-huh.
Chad has to scream, "Go Chiefs," for that hour.
So wait, there's
And
no
vice
Danny
versa.
Ainge in this?
There is. And Chad has to wear the Danny Ainge slab chain with a Danny Ainge card in it, preferably playing for BYU.
Wait, what's the Danny Ainge slab chain?
That's what he's wearing around his neck, the BYU blue.
You had one of
Oh,
those.
the blue. Okay. Oh.
Wait, so what does Dan have to wear around his neck?
That is the question.
He's got the odds, so he has to do the slab.
Oh,
That's fair.
That's the addition.
Okay, now we have to make this formal. Dan,
And
go ahead.
I get a card. If I lose, he gets a tort.
I love it. $50 Royals card or more and a tort.
I feel like this is the least embarrassing bet lose that you've ever had,
Oh, no.
agreed to.
This will kill him.
He wore
The two
a belly shirt that said "Jimmer me anytime."
Before I started running, bro,
And-
it wasn't good.
It had, you know how
Med school, you work long hours.
Oh,
You know-
you
how
eat a lot.
Mormon teenagers, they make blankets by buying two fuzzy blankets and then cutting and tying them.
I've done it.
Yeah,
Sarah,
so that's what the bottom of his shirt
Sarah,
was.
you're not helping me at this point. I
Sarah?
think you're helping Dan.
Yes.
Sarah, it's the
Yes.
national.
There
It's
are
the
a lot of
national.
people there.
It
But
should've-
Chad was out in public.
dude, and I don't think there's an NFL team Chad probably hates more than the
I
Chiefs.
do hate the Chiefs.
When we started dating, you said you hated the Colts.
That's good. Yeah.
Well, but the Chiefs are like within his division. They're big rivals.
Yeah.
And then he has to wear BYU stuff.
The
I mean,
Danny
I think
Ainge
the BYU
thing
stuff is the hard part.
That's the hard part. The Danny Ainge is the kicker for me.
I would be worried what people would think about me if I wore a BYU thing. I wouldn't care what people thought if I was wearing UCLA.
Yeah.
I'd be okay with that.
Right.
Okay, so here's some of my conscience is coming through.
Okay.
Dan, none of this matters. I'm going to do it for the show. We're going to wreck you at the National because Kansas City is going to lose the Super Bowl, and that's all that matters. However, I will accept this bet with one caveat.
Okay.
If Kansas City somehow pulls off a miracle, you are welcome to reconvene with Ricky and the listeners.
What are you doing?
It's fine.
Oh my God.
I'm not even worried about it. Before the National to see what this thing will look like. My nips have to be covered. They've already been on YouTube once. And no belly shirts.
Okay.
Oh my God.
But okay.
The reason that I say my conscience is coming through here, I got to imagine the field is the favorite.
Gotta be.
Right?
Has to be.
So
Can I say something?
It's your show.
Negotiations are close. God damn it, Dan. God damn you. Can I finish, Dan? Can I finish?
You guys need
It's
that.
your show.
Okay, I'm finished.
Can I finish? Can I finish?
Negotiations are closed.
Oh,
Time to lock this bad boy in.
okay.
To recap,
Deal
Dan.
or no deal?
Dan, if the Chiefs failed to win the Super Bowl this year, you will be showing up to the National sporting a Denver Broncos jersey on the floor for 1 straight hour. You will be handing out colored cookies. You will be yelling, "Go Broncos," anytime the Chiefs are mentioned. You will wear a sign, "Bo Nix is my daddy." And you will owe Chad a tort.
Yes.
Do you accept?
I accept.
Chad,
Just got a tort.
if the Chiefs win the Super Bowl, you will be at this year's National for 1 hour straight in a Kansas City Chiefs jersey, a BYU colored slab with a BYU card of Danny Ainge in it. You will have to yell, go Chiefs, every time Broncos are mentioned. Hand out Chiefs colored cookies. What else?
He should have to say "great googly moogly" a lot.
And you have to get Dan a card of a Royals player for $50 or more, and it has to have a sign that says Brittany Mahomes is my daddy, Bo Nix is my daddy, Brittany Mahomes is my mommy. Chad, deal or no deal?
I'll make the Bo Nix poster tonight.
We got a deal, baby. Yes. Yes.
You've upset Max.
Yes.
You've upset Max.
Dude, he's upset.
Chad?
He could be more excited.
Chad, I was going to read you the riot act about why I hate the Broncos so damn much.
I would love to hear that.
But it would take 30 minutes and we're already over an hour. Just know that this is comeuppance for Elway and Peyton Manning.
Oh, dude.
What the Chiefs are doing now is comeuppance
Oh,
for those 15 years total-ish of that success that you had.
shot fired.
Between now and the Super Bowl, I want someone to track how many torts are sent to the NFL referees.
I have
Dan,
a question.
You sending torts to the NFL refs?
There is one that lives in Omaha, Clete Blakeman. So
What the fuck? Why does he know who it is? And why does he know where he lives? See, this confirms all the shit people think about Kansas City buying off the refs.
Have you been buying off the refs this year?
I have no idea if he's a customer.
Great. Now people are rooting
Eating.
for the Chiefs. Oh my God. This is the worst.
I have
Hey,
a question.
You know what?
Show's been
So-
the worst.
Now, I'm taking off my idea hat, man hat. I got your back, man. You know what? I got you.
Thank you.
We got you.
Give me the hat. Okay. Do you still have those Broncos leg warmers, the furry ones?
Oh my.
No, but my mind's in the exact same spot.
Okay.
We're doing that.
Dan, I really like you. I was just
But you're
wondering
getting
what-
wrecked.
no, I was just wondering where they went.
Those are amazing.
Also, I think we still have silly string on the side.
So
of
I'm
the house.
supplying the costume, correct? But-
yeah. and
Okay.
The show is
The show is going
the show
to
is.
supply.
Yes.
The costume.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, we're good. Dan's frozen in fear.
Make sure
That's pretty
Dan
good.
make sure Dan knows I don't hate him.
Oh,
I really
Dan
liked
knows.
his tort.
Dan knows that.
Okay, good.
Oh, no,
Oh,
we
he's
lost
gone.
him. I
We lost
removed him and he's gone
No.
Yep.
into the ether.
Okay.
Well, the time's good.
Yeah,
We got a
time
bet?
is good. No, Deputy Dog's trying to say I literally just predicted another team to win, not the Lions.
Okay, so that bet is set, right?
Yes.
I
Locked in.
was. We'll save this for post show.
Okay.
I'll tell you in just a minute.
Oh, woo! Almost ended that show real early.
Well, I never even hit the intro, so
It's a special night.
I ran 10 miles today and I ate like no sugar.
This is
It
like
explains
every day.
I know.
Yeah.
It explains the crankiness and the slow brainedness.
Oh, we got him back.
Internet died for a moment there. We were saying.
All good. All good.
I just
So
want you to know, Chad, the player that hurt me the most was Neil Smith. Fuck Neil Smith.
I'm getting that Neil Smith Broncos jersey ready. I'm sure
Yeah.
eBay's got one.
That,
That's a mistake. You just made a mistake.
that
Tell Danny just made a mistake
Dan-
by telling me
Dan,
that.
you need to stop
that
talking.
Benedict Arnold motherfucker.
Yeah, see, I forget about this. I'm sitting here like just loving the idea of Chad being so miserable. Dan is going to be equally as miserable.
Oh
He
yeah.
hates the Broncos
Oh,
just
yeah.
as bad.
Yes.
Uh,
So good.
Are the
oh,
Lions going to the Super Bowl?
We're trying.
Oh, so they're still in.
We're still in, baby.
Cool. That's cool.
And Ricky, for the record, sans the Chiefs. I'm rooting for the Lions.
Hey,
I
thank
want you to know that.
Thank you, my man.
Take an act of God to get the Chiefs to the Super Bowl, but man, a Lions Chiefs Super Bowl would just be amazing right now.
I don't think I
I,
can enjoy a second of that game. If we won, I'd have to go back and rewatch it.
Yeah.
That's what
I,
Chad did in the World Series.
I didn't think the Chiefs were going to win the Super Bowl last year after Christmas.
Touche.
Look
Touche.
what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ref
You
showed up.
know what I said after the Super Bowl last year?
Thank
I'm
God for
never
the
going to
refs.
doubt Mahomes until he's completely out of the picture. All my trust is in Pat until he's completely been totally out of the picture for the Super Bowl.
I don't know how
Because he's proven me wrong time and time again.
Yep. I think that's a good approach to take. Yeah. Wow. All right. Well, thank you, Kansas City Dan, for hopping on, and it'll be a ton of fun to follow for the next couple of weeks. This bet, we may have you back.
May I show you my unrelated mail day? It's very important to my PC.
For the moment, mail day?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
It's a huge card for my PC.
Actually,
it's a signed mascot card.
What? Yes. Is that on card?
No. You kidding me?
That's amazing.
That is incredible. You are.
What's his name? Slugger? Sluggery?
Slugger, because he's a tiger or a lion. Get it?
Kind of like how we have 17 Z's at the end of everything here.
Exactly.
Because we're tired.
Oh, well, thank you for sharing that, Dan. We're going to wrap up the show. You're welcome to I think Dan can just hang out with us for a sec.
Yep.
All right. Well, it's been another fun show for Chad. I am Ricky, the Kansas City Chiefs bet, wishing all of you a one of one night.
Tell Dan thanks for joining.
Tell Chad, fuck him.
I just figured out who the Royals are.
Thanks, Sarah. Appreciate it.
Soccer. Yeah?
This is going to be a fun episode for those listening at home.
If someone doesn't listen for a little bit, or even if they have and they listen to this, like, where's the intro? Why are the people talking?
Cold open. Cold open.
A cold show.
Cold open. Oh, and when Dan loses the bet, he also has to. Oh, were you going to share something in the post?
Yeah, but you got it.
I'm so sorry.
No, that's good. Did you see? I turned the lights on outside for you.
No,
they're Lions colors.
Yes, I'll walk on my way out.
I'm ready for him.
I'll honk.
Did you turn on
just
the
do it
lights
when you're
for
down
him
the street a little bit.
while he was down here?
What do you got in
Chelsea
there?
rookie auto.
Dogs are
Ooh,
It's the only Chiefs card I own.
really?
Yeah, I'm a baseball card guy, dude.
Yeah, true. He has a Kelsey rookie auto. That's what he's wearing in his slab chain.
Damn.
Yeah.
Is that Kelsey?
Now you got Sarah's interest again.
I know who he is.
That's good stuff.
Oh yeah,
Dan, thanks for coming on. Thanks for being
Seriously.
patient. This should be fun, man. It'll make the national pretty entertaining. I'm gonna have 6 months of just excitement prepping your costume.
And I just want both of you to know, like, I'll fuck you over equally. Like, I will follow you for 1 hour yelling,
Oh,
go
he will.
Chiefs, go
He will.
Broncos. So you have to keep screaming.
Oh, he will.
You're because of the way the screen is. I don't know if you can read what my name is supposed to read.
Chad,
No, let's see. Oh, let's see. Maybe we can do that this way. Big Torte.
Yes.
So wait, did we finish? Was the tort part of it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, I can't remember shit. I need to bring the candy back. That's what I need to do. Don't touch
This
that.
is just for the people that are willing to hang out with us.
Yeah.
But is it recording?
No.
So when it's green, it's not recording.
Correct.
And when it's red, it is recording.
Correct.
Backwards.
And if it's blue, it doesn't have the SIM card in there.
Oh.
All right, very
you
good.
think I would remember that because I ran the
Hey,
board?
question for you too.
Yeah.
Finally got a hold of my buddy to start talking about doing our own show.
Yes.
Oh, should we end? Let's end this. Hang on.
Hold on. Let's end the stream.
We'll be back next week. Everyone watch. If you watch this far, my God, you are glorious. Hit the like, subscribe. We'll be back next week, probably the same time, where I should be podcasting from a haunted mansion.
And I've heard
Solo.
I've heard Satan may make another appearance.
Oh, God. Okay, bye.